right to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. To the air, it's Manning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, if they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. And Bailey's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today. On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw at Simpson. That's caught. It's Williams. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
the defense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Longhorns are in the hurry up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Timeout, Texas. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Running behind that left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that one's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll run play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Let's talk about Alabama. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll go back to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They punt it away on 4th down. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Gashes him in the middle. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Williams. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Miller. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Manning. It's complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Let's talk about Alabama. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. And wings it incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the catch, it's Bernard. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Key narration volume set to 100.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Bernard. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to...
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Wingo. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run the counter, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Under fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, give on the inside. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Pulls it in. It's Bernard. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown tie. And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. QB draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass, it's Manning. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable third and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Gonna swing it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field. Breaks away in the middle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, It's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up 14 over Kennesaw State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Give him 96 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Quick release by the QB. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.